Good morning students. We discussed about different topics like gene copies, gene structure and environment, and also about non-distinction of chromosome. Now the next topic is linkage. So here linkage means the genes are present in the same chromosome that are inherited together in the generations. So that is called as linkage. So here genetic linkage is the tendency of DNA sequence that are close together on the chromosome that are to be inherited together during the meiosis phase of sexual reproduction. So the two genes that are physically near each other unlikely to be separated onto different chromatids during chromosomal crossing over. So the nearer two genes are on a chromosome, the lower chance to recombinations. So if the chromosomes, if the genes are present in the same chromosome which are inherited, that is called as linkage. If the genes are crossed with each other in the different chromosome, that is called as crossing over. The term crossing over, the term linkage was given by T.H. Morgan. So here, when and who discovered the linkage? So here, in the before classes we studied about Mendel laws. So these exceptions, that means Mendel say the third theory, that is law of independent assortments. So this theory was the exception of this discovery. To this rule we found in 1906 the British genetist William Bateson and Punnett discovered the phenomenon of linkage in the sweet pea. So the genetic linkage is the most prominent exception to Gregor John Mendel's law, that is law of independent assortment. So here how they do the research means he taken the different varieties of sweet peas and he take different characters, that is flower color and the pollen length. So for the color of the flower he taken red flower and long pollen grain were crossed to plants with white flower, and the short pollen grains all F1 generation plants had red flowers, and during that situation they got 7:1:1:7 ratio, and the other section he get 1:7:7:1 section. So first, before going to theory what they propose, we have to know what is meant by linkage group. So the genes which are linked together from a linkage group, so the number of different linkage groups in a species is as a rule equal to the gametic chromosome numbers. So Drosophila has 5 linkage groups and human beings have 24 linkage groups. This is about linkage group. So next, the theory how they proposed. So during that they can get different types of reasons, that is 7:1:1 ratio, and other one is 1:7:7:1 ratio. So basing upon these ratios they propose, Punnett and Bateson proposed different theories, that is one is coupling phase and the other one is repulsion phase. So coupling phase means if the chromosome having two genes on the same chromosome, they will be appear for the next generation. That means the same genes which are present in the same chromosome, they are together and forms coupling phase, and that means they will reappear in the next generation. And the next one is the repulsion phase, and first we have to coupling phase, the ratio is 7:1:1:7, and the repulsion phase is the chromosome, the genes which are present in the same chromosome repel each other, and the ratio will not be come to the next generation. So that is called 1:7:7:1 ratio. So before going to that we have to know the different types of linkages. So we have two types of linkages. One is complete linkage. So here complete linkage means the parental characters will be transferred from one generation to another generation. That means the different genes are involved completely, and from one generation to another generation characters will be transformed. So for example, male Drosophila. The next one is incomplete linkage. So here the linked genes are separated from one generation to another generation. The characters will not be transferred from one generation to another generation. They remain for some generations and the next generations will be separated. So that is called as incomplete linkage. Okay, next one is chromosomal theory by Bateson and Castle. So linkage can be two types based upon the arrangement of genes on the chromosomes. So first one is cis arrangement and the next one is trans arrangement. So here dominant allele is located on one chromosome and the recessive allele is present on the another chromosome. If these chromosomes will be separated or crossing over, that is called as, we will say, crossing over. Then if the dominant and recessive alleles are present in the same chromosomes, that is called as trans arrangements. During these trans arrangement, linkage will be done, and in the cis arrangement crossing over will be done. Okay, next one is linkage based upon the chromosomal linkage, divided into two types. The first one is autosomal linkage, the next one is allosomal linkage. So here what is meant by autosomal linkage? So the genes which are present in the autosomes, that are called as autosomal linkage, and the next one is allosomal linkage. The genes which are present in the sex chromosomes like X and Y chromosomes, that is called as allosomal linkage. The next topic is chromosomal abnormalities. So first we have to know what is meant by abnormalities. So for normalities means what? So every person have the specific number of chromosomes or specific number of even blood or proteins or vitamins or amino acids. So normal values is, we called it as normalities. If there is any number increased or decreased cases, we called it as abnormalities. For example, for a human we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. If the chromosome are increased, the number 24, or decreased to number 22, that is called as abnormalities. So here the chromosomal abnormalities in animals, and the chromosomal abnormalities is also done in the animals, plants, and also human beings also. So first now I am going to say about the chromosomal abnormalities in the animals. So here it is identified in the before 50 years. So chromosomes analysis of domestic mammals was started over 50 years ago. Their importance in animal breeding was pointed out by Ingmar Gwenstern, and who identified a centric fusion of the robustron translocation between chromosome 1 and the 29. So in the Swedish red and white cattle. So 5 years later, an adverse influence on fertility of the carriers was documented, and since the discovery, the development of veterinary cytogenetics of the livestock has been very rapid. So here what happened is some of the cattle are observed up to the between some of the centric fusions in between 1 to 29 chromosomes. So this is the first identification of the abnormalities in the animals, that is mainly in the white cattle. Okay, so chromosome abnormalities means the diploid chromosomes. So 2n, the set of, we can say 2n or 2x, is one of the characteristic feature of a species, and in some species like red fox and raccoon dogs, a variable number of chromosomes will be observed due to the presence of B chromosomes. So these chromosomes are classified into 4, morphologically characterized based upon the arm ratio, which is the quotient of the long arm length divided by the short arm length. So the next one is the effect of the chromosomal abnormalities. So it is classified into three main categories. So based upon not uniform. So euploidies and autosomal aneuploidies and large unbalanced structural rearrangements usually cause early embryonic deaths. So during only not only in the cattle, it is in the human beings also. I already said in the before class about aneuploidies. Aneuploidies means there is some of miscarriages in the human beings and somewhat some problems during the pregnancy times. So that is also in cattle also continuing as like this. And these large unbalanced structural rearrangements usually cause deaths in the embryonic stage. So here an analysis of sex chromosomes complement is required to diagnosis disorder of sex development. So here chromosomal study of the individual sometimes reveal the presence of two or more cell lines with different chromosomal complements. Such a situation may be classified as chromosomal mosaicism or chimerism. So we can call it as chimerism or mosaicism. So for example, if the chromosome, for example, for the human, that means for the male we have XY chromosomes, and for the female we have XX chromosomes, and homozygous, that is another one is heterozygous. If the XY is the male's character, so if we get again Y character, okay, so XYY, so extra Y is obtained. So this is one of the chimerism, or getting some of the characteristics like Down syndrome and the other one, and improvement of chest to the man. So this is some of the characteristics, the increasing or decreasing the allele or the chromosome in the man and woman, and also in the animals also. So this is the use of conventional JSMA stained chromosomes in the cattle and horse. So the morphology of the both sex chromosomes is similar to some autosomes, and the identification requires the application of banding or fish technique we will use for this analysis of sex chromosome complements. So in the pig only the Y chromosome is easily recognized. Elicits it mosaicism or chimerism. Okay, so we can use the fish technique to assess either Y chromosome or X chromosome. Mainly it is used fish technique only used for the assessment of Y chromosome having mosaicism or the chimerism. It is mainly first started to assess in the pig, and next different cattle like goat and cow also. Then next, sex chromosome DSD. So here DSD means disorder by sex chromosomes. So here the first step of DSD is diagnosing following the clinical manifestations, and the investigation should be cytogenic analysis focused on the identification of sex chromosomes, and it is well known that sex chromosomes DSDs usually causes infertility or the sterility. So here infertility or sterility means due to DSD sterility will be obtained in the males or females. So here sterility means they will not produce the offsprings for the next generations. So if there is sex chromosomes any defect or deficiency or disorders, so that can leads to the infertility or sterility of the organism, either male or female cattle or other pig or some of the organisms or animals. So here next, XX XY lymphocyte chimerism. So we have different types of chimerisms. The first one is XX or XY lymphocyte chimerism. So here fematinism observed in the females originating from the heterosexual pregnancies. Heterosexual pregnancies means having two different types of chromosomes is the most common of extensively studied DHT in the cattle and other ruminatids. So ruminatids means they cannot observe or see some object. So the frequency of the premannerism depends upon the incidence of twins. Some pregnancies associated with the development of placental anatomism between embryos. So here we have different types of mutations, and this commonly clinical features and also which are effects on the fertility and decrease in the incidence in the different species. So here we have X monosomy. So usually normal external genitalia, abnormal estrus on a clinical signs of estrus, small or hypothetical ovaries. So here due to this the ovary size will be increased, and the production of the estrus is also abnormal. They may be increased or decreased in range. And some of the clinical symptoms also, we have ovaries may be hypostatic or hyperstatic. So here due to that affect that clinical features, we can affect some of the sterilities, and it is in decreased or increased cases in horse and compared to the cat, and also compared to the cattle and pig. And the next one is XXX trisomy. So here trisomy means 3 X's will be produced. So we have actually XY or XS will have to produce. Here in one case only X monomy is produced. In the next case trisomy, that means 3 X chromosomes will be produced. So the normal external genitalia usually lacks of clinical signs, sometimes irregular estrus. So here infertility will be produced. So it is in dogs and horses this trisomy may be produced. Okay, the next one is XXY. So this is also called as trisomy, having 3 chromosomes. Okay, so here small and hypostatic testis may be produced, and abnormal spermatogenesis, sperm formation or sperm production may be abnormal, that may be increased or in decreased cases, that means oligospermia or agiospermia. So here due to that trisomy, sterility will be produced. So these sterility cases in different species includes in cat and cattle is more cases compared to the dog, and compared to the dog, horse and pig are in decreased cases. So in next XYY, this is also called trisomy, having 3 chromosomes. Okay, usually normal phenotypic small testis will be produced in that organisms. So it also leads to infertility. It is mainly occur in the cattle. So here sex chromosomes are aneuploidy, the most deleterious effects on the sex development, leading to sterility of a organism, and are caused by X monosomy and trisomy, that means XXY. So very large in cattle, large in pigs, and rather small in the dogs and cats. And also in contrast with the horses, the number of studied males is much larger than that of stallions. So sex chromosomes employed the most deleterious effect on the sex development. Next, crossing over or recombination. So here crossing over means the exchange of non-sister chromatids is simply called it as crossing over. So for example, if we have a chromosome, these chromosomes are inherited together or completely penetrate each other. So they are going to exchange chromatids or the segments of chromosomes, that is called as crossing over. So crossing over or chromosomal crossover is the exchange of the genetic material between the homologous non-sister chromatids. So because of the recombinations it will be done. So because of that we call it as recombination also. Okay, the next crossing over. So crossing over occurs during the meiosis 1 and it is the process where homologous non-sister chromatids are pair up each other and different materials of their genetic material to form recombinational chromosomes and also form new combination of characteristics are produced by the crossing over or the recombinations. It may also occur during the meiosis division which may result in the loss of heterozygosity. Okay, then it is what is the importance of it. So crossing over is most important for normal segregation of chromosomes during the meiosis. So it is very important for getting special characters or different characters from one generation to another generations. So and it is also important for the genetic variations. So genetic variations means getting different of characters from one generation to another generations. So variations is get by crossing over and similarities is get by the linkage. So it having the chromosome having the chromatids and also centromere. So these chromatids are exchanged by each other. So these chromatids are identical that are called as homologous chromosomes. So these are segregated or separated by each other. So next one, so when we chromosomes are separated during meiosis 2, some of the daughter cells receive daughter chromosome with the recombinant cells. That means when they are exchanged. So for example, if we have two parent cells or if we have some of the daughter cells, two daughter cells, when their segments are exchanged, one character is some of the character is exchanged to this chromosome and some of the character is exchanged to the B chromosome. So due to these genetic recombination, offsprings have a different set of genes and different types of characters from their parents. So what is mean by crossing over and what is mean by chiasma? So here chiasma means where, observe this picture, where the two chromosomes segments are attached. That attachment is called as chiasma. So here chiasma become visible during the diplotin stage of prophase. We already studied in the first year of biotechnology, that is cell division. So here chiasma becomes visible during the diplotin stage of prophase 1 during meiosis, but actual crossing over occur during the previous Pachytene stage when each tetrad, which is composed of two pairs of sister chromatids belongs to together, begins to split only point of contact where the chiasma is formed. Where the chiasma is formed, and that place only it will be going to split. That is called chiasma. So we have crossing over and the chiasma. So observe here. So where is the two sections will be attached, that place is called as chiasma, and the process is called as crossing over. Then we have different types of crossing overs. So the first one is single crossing over. So basing upon the chromosome exchange, we will differentiate it into two types. The first one is chromosomal crossing over. So here crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between homologous chromosome. Here only single type of chromosome will be separated. It is one of the final phase of genetic recombination in which occurs during the prophase 1 of meiosis, that is called Pachytene. During a process is called as synapsis. So here next one, in the single crossing over we will get in the meiosis 1 spindle fibers are formed and centromere also formed, and the meiosis 2 DNA threads and cohesions will be appeared in the single crossing over during the meiosis process. Then next one is the double crossing over. So here simultaneously two breakages will be obtained. So actually we are observed these type of things in the, already I said in that meiosis and mitosis process. In the meiosis process, in the first stage we will observe these characters. So here what happened to at the two places they will be a breakage will be formed and the reunion will be observed here. That is called as crossing over, double crossing over. So here we have another type of crossing overs that are called as basing upon the chromosomes what we are going to detect, that basing upon that we have two types of crossing overs. That is, one is called somatic crossing over and the other one is germinal crossing over. Here somatic, the crossing over is occur in the somatic cells, so we called it as somatic crossing over. For example, the skin color. Okay, so for example we will take a Drosophila. So hair color, if we take it, so during the mitosis process only this somatic crossing over will be occur. So here colors of the skin or hair color will be exchanged. For example, if we crossed two Drosophilas, male and female Drosophilas, they are going to cross. When the male has yellow color body and black color hair, the opposite to the female, when we cross, the baby will be, the offspring may having yellow color body, yellow color body with black color hair will be produced, or the black color body will be obtained and the yellow color hair will be produced from one. Here what happened during the mitosis process, only the mitotic cells, that means skin, hair, these characters will be separated by the chromosome. So we called it as somatic crossing over. And the next one is germinal crossing over. These germinal crossing over will occur in only germinal cells, that may be 6 chromosomes. So here one generation to another generation, characters which are produced, that will be separated. Mechanism of crossing over. So here for the mechanism we have 4 steps. The first step is synapsis. The next one is duplication or doubling of chromosomes. Next one is crossing over, and the last one is terminalization. So first one is synapsis. So here synapsis means homologous non-sister chromatids come contact with each other and forms synaptonemal complex. This synaptonemal complex was first discovered by Moses. Discovered or observed by Moses. Its the formation is explained by the periodicity table. So here we have to know what is meant by periodicity table. So periodicity table means, so we have different types and many number of chromosomes are present in our body. So to overcome the unequal or unbalance of this amount of chromosomes, the balance is most important. The balancing is most important. For this balancing, the chromosomes should be cross with each other and must form the pairs. So here we have the functions of the SN complex. What are the functions of the is to maintain pairing with each other, and also fixed number of chromosomes will be produced by the crossing over. So here during this synaptonemal complex, so the doubling will be occurred. So during this, that means duplication of chromosomes, the SN complex is formed. During that these two different chromosomes are separated into complete homologous chromosomes, that having both chromosomes having centromeres and also chromatids. So these complete homologous non-sister chromatids going to separate each other. That process is called as crossing over. So here these two non-sister chromatids going to cross it with each other. During this process we have two steps. The first one is breakage and the next one is reunion. So first one, during the attachment, during the attraction between these two chromosomes, the breakage will be occurred at the first time. So during that, this breakage will be by the restriction endonucleases. Then these two pieces are alternatively attached. For example, if we take A gene, the next one is B gene. So A gene segment will enter into the B gene, B gene segment is enter into the A gene. Then reunion will be obtained by using the ligase enzyme. So this is the process of replication. So this will be controlled by using terminalization process. Terminalization means stopping this process is called as terminalization. So that is the process, or that is the mechanism for the replication mechanism. Then next we have to know what are the factors for crossing over. That may be age or sex, that may be temperature, radiations, chemicals, and also physical distance between the genes. These are some of the factors that can influence the crossing over. Some of the chemicals also induce the crossing of two different genes, and during sometimes during this crossing over, some of the disorders will be obtained in sudden mutations, like substances also produced in some of the organisms, and the temperature also maintains the crossing over sometimes. The next one, significance of, what are the significance of crossing over. So crossing over is a universal in occurrence, occurring in plants and also animals and also bacteria. So it helps in providing linear arrangement of genes, and it is also useful for the maintenance of chromosomal number, and it is the main important theory of independent assortment of alleles, is a fundamental to genetic inheritance. So it is the most important topic which are going to it for you, and it is also very important in the examinations. Thank you.